I am.
Hello, welcome back. It's Kenshi 1913.
And I am Ghosty Films, novice storyteller.
And we are let's playing Hexen, the Hexen. Anyways, in the last episode, Dan was talking about how he made fun of a kid busting his balls. But you know what I was thinking of, Dan?
What, Thomas Doc 25?
No, I was thinking, did you ever see... I know this is kind of like just me and Dan talking here, but you ever see that Bill Burr podcast where he's talking with his friend Joe DeRosa? It was him and Robert Kelly, and they were busting his balls. That's like what was going on there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, and that's kind of like what we do with Thomas Stout, but Thomas Stout at least is a good sport, and he can take some shit.
Yeah. Oh, you got everything, man. You got the staff.
Yeah, but that's the one I already had.
Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, Thomas Stout is a pretty... I will admit that at least he's a good sport. He doesn't go crying or tell him, I want to get out of here because I don't want to hear you guys talk to me anymore.
And I feel like he's improved. Like he's gotten better.
I don't think he's gotten better at anything he does.
No, but he's gotten better at being able to take a joke.
Yeah. I don't know. But anyways, we were... let's tell this story, alright? I'm going to tell you this story. We were over at my friend Todd's house last weekend, and we were just hanging out. Our friend Ant came, alright? He was, I guess, having some troubles. I was busting his balls, because whenever he starts drinking, he gets fairly depressing. So, what I tell him is like, Ant, you getting depressed? He's like, oh, I'm getting depressed, man. You know, dropping F-bombs and all that. And so Ant comes over and he's talking with, like, who was he talking with? Someone came over and he was...
This is when I was there last time at Todd's house?
he was talking with somebody. I'm just giving an example of what it was. He was talking with someone and then he was saying how his friend, Chris, alright, and then my friend Chris came out and he's like, whoa, 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 whoa. He's like, you can't have another friend, Chris. And he's like, why can't I, man? And he's like, because I'm your friend, Chris. So then Ant's like, I can have more than one friend, Chris. And Chris said, yeah, you can have more than one friend, Chris, but you have to call him by the last name. Because, you know, and he was talking about how one of his friends was named Chris, and they would call him by his last name, Dowdell. Anyways, so basically, Ant was talking about his friend Chris, which his last name was like Stantham or something. So I kept purposely mispronouncing his friend's last name, calling him like Statham and Stakem and Stantham and all kinds of things, and he would just get really mad. So he was trying to tell us the story of how his friend Chris ended up the exact same way that he did, because he had a girlfriend for a while, and she kind of cheated on him with and left him for a little while, and then came back to him. But she was cheating on him with his ex's with her ex basically, who's a white supremacist, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a white supremacist. So I was going to my friend Ant. So saying how the same thing happened to his friend who was dating his ex-girlfriend's sister. So I was like, what, is she dating a white supremacist too? He was getting so fucking mad, man. He was getting so mad. He did not understand that. I was
Sometimes I thought Ant was just gonna Hulk out and start beating people up that day.
I was just busting his balls, and then, you know what, he got super angry for no reason. But Ant has definitely, we busted his balls almost his whole life, and Ant has definitely gotten better with us doing the gay things, you know, pretending that was gay, and we touching him and all that stuff. He's gotten 100 times better at that. He's still pretty homophobic in that aspect, but he's gotten a lot better. But with that when I was busting his balls, he just went nuts. He was gonna fight. I was a little bit afraid, but I was still laughing my ass off on the inside. I was a little afraid he was gonna get up and punch me. I was like, this is too good not to fucking stop.
I might take a punch in the face for this hilarity.
Yeah, I don't care. Fuck yeah, Ant sometimes deserves it. Because here's the thing, alright, about people who get their balls busted. Here's a tip, you know, if you're listening. Alright, let it go. You know what I mean? If someone is busting your balls, joke around with them. Don't get so aggravated, because that is the reason why people bust your balls, is because they get this like fucking high off of it, you know what I mean? This little adrenaline kind of like fucking, the reaction is the thing that they're always looking for. And if you don't give them a reaction, they don't do it anymore. If you give them the reaction they're not looking for, like if someone says, hey Dan, you like having sex with goats, don't you? And then if Dan says, yeah, I freaking
If I say, no I don't love having sex with goats, no I don't.
Then we would just keep prying on him about making love to goats. But if Dan just went, yeah, oh man.
That actually happened earlier this evening.
Yeah, like me and this goat, we were just going at it.
Hot and heavy.
like goats, you know what I mean? We like, imagine two goats just getting together and just going at it. That's what me and these two goats were doing. And you know what?
It wasn't bad.
Yeah, and then that's it. We were like, that's it. That's the end of the goat discussion. You know what I mean? But some people, they just don't. They don't know just to go with it. Just be like, you know what? Yeah, I'd have sex with a robot, and I would bang that robot so hard that his screws and nuts would just friggin' fall off of it. You know what I mean?
But anyway, that's why we busted on Thomas Stout so much, because like we wanted him to be a better person. And I feel like before I started hanging out with Rob, like I was kind of like that. Like I was kind of maybe insecure a little bit, and like Rob would bust on me a little bit, and I don't know. I think I would go.
Why do you keep going around the house? You keep going around that house.
Because I was running for my life, Pete. But anyway, but yeah, like I sometimes I'd go to a new place and I'd be afraid of not being accepted, and I'd be like afraid that people would just start ripping on me, and sometimes they would, and maybe I wouldn't handle it that well. But like when I started hanging around with Rob, like he would make fun of me all the time, and I became callous toward that sort of thing, and I feel like I grew as a person. And I'm better off for it.
You gotta have a thick skin sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And one thing about busting balls is like if you just take it like every once in a while, like my friend Rob or whatever, he would bust my balls, but I don't remember what, but he was like, yep. He's like, man, you would have sex with a goat, weren't you? I'm like, yep, I was, man, it was good. And then that's it. Like me and my brother have become almost immune to people busting our balls. Me and my brother, because we've had it happen to us so much by our friends that we're like, yeah, whatever. We just go with it. You know, someone comes up to me and says, oh, you're a fucking kid diddler. I'm like, yeah, I did that, yeah.
But anyway, to bring this whole conversation full circle, like I think this whole phenomenon is like this instinctive, primitive thing that guys have in order to weed out the weak members of their group.
I wonder if women do it. You know what I mean? I wonder if women talk to other women and bust each other's balls. I bet you they don't.
I don't know.
I'd have to deal, because I work with a lot of ladies, so I do listen to them yap, because you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I like listening to gossip sometimes. It really helps you get through the day sometimes. But yeah, like, do women bust balls on other ladies?
I don't know.
I don't know. We're both not women.
If you have a vagina and you have an answer to this conundrum,
please leave a comment. You know what? 1/8 of all my viewership is ladies, so maybe we'll find out eventually or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool. I have like almost 4,000 viewers. You know. 1/8.
Wow, you got 4,000
almost 4,000 viewers, you know, at this point.
I've been struggling at just below 300 for the longest time.
Yeah, well, Dan, you just gotta keep making things and stuff.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. Almost 4,000 viewers, probably what's 1/8 of that? Like 200 women. Granted, they probably don't watch Hexen.
Maybe not.
I don't know a lot of ladies who play, like, Hexen and shit.
Well, this is kind of like it's kind of a dated game.
Yeah, so there's older girls who play video games, I'm sure.
Maybe, I don't know. I really don't know what kind of people are in the gaming community.
Yeah, you don't. I do.
I'm out of touch with everything.
There are some girls that are in the gaming community, I would say that, and they're good.
Where is this weapon?
Some of them are pretty, Dan, I won't lie. Some of them aren't so pretty, which is alright too. I mean, whatever. But, I don't know, Dan. I think ladies in gaming is good. And I think I like ladies and I like gaming, so you put those two together, you got like a match made in heaven. Like I remember working at this other job that I used to have before, I was working this one, and I was talking with this girl, right? And she was pretty. She was a pretty girl. She used to say how she used to love playing video games. And I was like, man, how don't you have, like, you're like a gamer's wet dream, you know what I mean? I never told it to her, but I always talk to my friend at work about it. I'd be like, dude, she's like a gamer's wet dream. I mean, she's pretty and she likes video games. It's like, man, that's just amazing. But, like, you know what the thing is? It's like, I think gamers are very, some of them at least, you know, they're probably the stereotypical nerds or whatnot. And they're probably very nervous or shy or shit to talk to these pretty girls. That's the problem. You know what I mean? And I've learned that life is too short not to talk to ladies, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's too short.
You miss out on opportunities if you don't.
I know. And then, you know, you look back and you've got tons of regrets. Even if you don't have regrets now, you'll look back later and you'll be like, man, I wish I did blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I remember watching this movie where this one guy's like, it was this movie about salesmen, right? And they were in this hotel. It's called The Big Kahuna, right? And they were in this hotel room and they were talking about stuff. And there was this one guy, and he was like really holy guy or whatever. He was like a friggin' like a Jesus nut. Anyways, he was talking about they were trying to get the big sale, and he was the only guy. He was the only guy who had like the connection to talk to the guy who had to get them the big sale. But what he ended up doing was he just talked to him about Jesus. So one of the guys was a good friend, and they were the two older salesmen, this one new young guy. Anyways, one of the older guys got really pissed off at him for not friggin' talking about like whatever the hell they were trying to sell. He's like, because I think that we should talk about Jesus or whatever. And then the other guy storms off, and then the other older guy talks to him about, like, you know, you think about it now, you're gonna look back and you're gonna fucking regret that you didn't fucking do what you were supposed to do there instead of fucking talking about Jesus. And he's like, you might not have any regrets now, but looking back, you'll fucking have some regrets. I know this turned into like a serious conversation here, but it's pretty true. Because let me tell you, if you're listening to this and you're a young fella or a lady, all right, enjoy your youth, all right? Because you know what, when your youth is done and you gotta like really get, you know, responsibilities and whatnot, you will miss those times where you didn't really have to do anything.
Yeah.
You'll miss them.
I kind of feel like I've wasted a lot of my life.
Yeah, but you know what? But you know what too? Getting older does have a lot of great advantages too. I mean, there's just so many things you can't do as a kid that you can do as an adult.
You kind of have to savor your life as the different stages go by.
Yeah. You know what? I know we've been funny, or maybe not so funny so far, or throughout this whole LP, and then now we're getting serious. But you know, it's just something that I've been thinking about lately, and you know, regrets and whatnot. And I don't know why I got serious. I'm sorry about that, guys.
That's alright. I think sometimes maybe that's what makes this good, is that there's a variety.
Yeah, because, I don't know, I just think, you know,
like the whole Patton Oswalt thing, like sometimes you need to temper the humor with seriousness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know, I just think, you know, you think back and you're like, you know, kid, even when I was a kid, you know, you think, man, I can't wait till I'm yada years old so that I can do shit. But then when you get there, it's great, but it's like, you just gotta take it in stride. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Anyway, I think one of the reasons I'm sucking so bad at this game so far is that I've been playing the game too much like the barbarian character, and I haven't been using these poison gas vials to my full potential, because I'm not strong, so I can't just fight everybody with my mace, and I don't have enough mana to fight everybody with my wand, so it's almost like I need to use the bottles and the mace together in a strategic way, and I haven't been doing that.
No, yeah, I can, but I do remember the first few episodes, you were using the bottles. Using them. And then you were making fun of the bottles.
Well, I was making fun of the barbarian's bottle because it doesn't work. Well, this guy's not even falling for my traps. Are you coming this way? What, are you gonna run away from me the whole time? At least circle around the gas.
Oh, bottle right in his face.
I have to drop them where they explode where I drop them, and I drop them where I'm standing.
Hey, here you go. Is this the item?
It's another invulnerability item. I still didn't get my thing. I think it might be in the room up there with that dragon guy.
Got the castle key if that thing.
That's the key to the tower, I think.
Is that gonna get you your item?
I don't know where it is. When I did my practice run of this game, I used a different character because I wanted there to be some, like, I didn't want to know everything when I went into it.
Well, you do need to know everything.
Maybe I wouldn't be so sloppy if I...
Well, it has been 4 months. It has been 4 months, man. Hey, look, there's a guy in the books, man. Hey, that knight. Why don't you get that knight to give you a handy?
There's supposed to be something.
Yeah, there was a switch behind that first knight.
I thought there was like a surprise.
Yeah. You're gonna get a handy. You're gonna get a handy from a knight statue guy.
Does this work on these guys? Fighting these guys is a lot, and I don't want to use up all my mana.
All your bullets, right?
Yeah, it's exactly like Doom.
It's like Doom but with minotaurs.
Yeah. Well, there actually are Minotaurs in Doom.
No, there aren't any minotaurs even in this game.
Finally. See, that's what I need to be doing.
Yeah, that's what you need to be doing, running and hiding like a human would when you saw a big ass thing like that. Probably shit your pants because it's so scary.
He went back through the gas.
Yeah, well, he's dumb.
Strategery.
Alright, Dan, is this it? Weapon?
I don't know. I have no idea where it is.
I think we're gonna have to stop it here, Dan. Kill those last guys with the bullets. Oh, we ran out of bullets. Yay, Dan, you know, at least you guys got gloves on.
Yeah.
Right? Anyways, in the next episode, we'll continue through, what is this, Hub 2?
Yeah.
Looking for Dan's ghosty film gun.
God damn it, I can't select the things I want to select. I did it again.
This is Kenshin 1913.
And Ghosty Films, and I'm gonna sit down to this banquet.
Yay! We'll see you later. Bye-bye.